Thinking about buying a home here in Langley or the Fraser Valley? If you're like most buyers, your main focus has been saving for that down payment. But here's a part that many buyers forget. Closing costs in BC can add another 1.5 to 4% onto the purchase price. On $1 million home, that's an extra $15,000 to $40,000. Would you rather be surprised by that, or would you rather be prepared for that? Hey there, it's Andy Schulthorn McDonald Realty, your Langley and Fraser Valley real estate advisor for over 30 years. I want to walk with you through all the closing costs that you might see here in BC, what they are, why they matter, and how you can budget for them. Because the last thing that you want is to be scrambling at the lawyer's office trying to figure out where those extra dollars are going to come from. Let's go through the numbers together. And as I go, ask yourself, have you budgeted for each one of these? Property transfer tax. Let's start with the big one, the BC property transfer tax. On a $500,000 home, you'll be paying about $8,000. On a $1 million property, it jumps closer to $18,000. If you're looking at a home over $3 million, add another 2% on top of that total tax bill for a cost of $68,000. Now here's the good news. If you're a first-time home buyer, you might not have to pay it at all. In BC, homes under $835,000 can qualify for a full exemption, which can save you thousands right off the top. Here's a side note. This tax is such a major revenue stream that it makes up about 7 to 8% of the entire provincial tax revenue. So it's not going anywhere anytime soon. Why it's so important for you to know if you qualify for an exemption. Legal and title costs. Let's talk about legal fees. Every transaction requires a lawyer or a notary to handle the contracts, registrations, and all the paperwork that gets your name on title. Fees typically range between $1,500 and $2,000. Title insurance usually costs between $250 and $400. Technically, it is optional, but some lenders will insist on it. And even if they don't, it's a smart choice. Title insurance protects you against problems like liens, fraud, or even a neighbor disputing the property line. It's a small one-time expense that can save you from some very, very big headaches. Upfront costs. Some costs hit you even before you get the keys in your hand. For example, a home inspection usually runs between $500 and $900. It's not required, but it's a smart move to uncover hidden issues before you commit yourself on that dotted line. An appraisal is another common one. Lenders often require to confirm the property's value, and that's usually around $500. The deposit is a big one. Typically 5% of the purchase price due within 24 hours of all subject removal. On a $1 million home, that's $50,000. Do you have these funds liquid and ready to go? If you're buying a condo or a townhome, you'll also want to budget for strata document fees. That's usually $100 to $200 for the paperwork your lender or lawyer will need. Adjustments and taxes. Let's move to adjustments, because this is where little surprises sneak into the final financial statement. Imagine you're moving into your new home in August. Who pays the annual property taxes if the seller has already paid them in full for the year? You'll need to reimburse them for your share. But on the flip side, if the taxes haven't been paid, you might actually get a bit of a credit. Other adjustments that you might see include strata move-in fees, typically ranging from a couple $100. For detached homes, your lender may ask for a site survey certificate, which can be $500 or more. GST. GST is another cost to be aware of. It only applies to new construction, but at 5%, it's a huge number. On a $1 million new build, that's $50,000 added to your purchase price. The good news is that as of May 2025, first-time homebuyers now qualify for full GST relief on new homes, That's valued up to $1.5 million. This means if you're purchasing your very first home and it's newly built, you won't be paying GST at all. Here's a little known fact. GST can also apply to a home that's been substantially renovated. So even if it looks like a resale, you could still be subject to GST. Don't get caught off guard here. That's why it's so important to know whether the property you're buying is resale, brand new, or fully renovated, because that one detail can make a massive difference in your closing costs. After closing costs, the day that you get your keys is just the beginning. Have you budgeted for the costs that come immediately after possession? Things like hiring movers, renting a truck, utility deposits to get your power and internet hooked up, home insurance, which your lender requires before your mortgage is even funded. And don't forget about the smaller things, changing the locks, a fresh coat of paint, or that first big grocery shop to fill the fridge. It's empty. These little extras, they can add up quickly. Here's the bottom line. Closing costs in BC typically range between 1.5 and 4% of the purchase price. On a $1 million home, that means setting aside at least $15,000, and in some cases, much more. Do you know exactly how much you'll need based on your price range, or which exemptions you qualify for? Planning ahead now means that there are no last-minute scrambling when the deal closes. The purchase price is just the beginning, but if you're prepared for closing costs, you'll step into your new home with confidence, not with stress. And to make this even easier, I've put together a closing costs checklist that you can download using the link in the description below. It's a simple tool to help you plan and make sure that nothing gets missed. Here's one cost that you don't need to worry about: my services. As your realtor, they're covered by the commission offered by the listing agent. And that means that you get my 30 years of experience guiding you through this whole process at no extra cost to you. If you'd like a personalized estimate or want to see if you qualify for exemptions, book a time convenient to you using that link below. I look forward to that. And have you purchased recently? Let me ask you, what part of closing costs surprised you the most? The tax, the legal fees, or those little extras after moving in? Drop your answer in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Before you go, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell so you never miss an update on buying, selling, or the Fraser Valley real estate market. I hope you found this video informative. I just want to say in closing, thanks for dropping by, have a great day, and I look forward to meeting with you real soon.